Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to another episode of Just the Tips,
baby.
Welcome to another episode. I'm Joanna Angel.
They call me Small Hands. I'm also known as Aaron. And who do we have with us today?
We have a guest today.
I'm Cali Roses.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
A round of applause. Yes.
Hi, Cali.
I know. I was just saying before, she's like my blonde hair counterpart, you know? We have like the same size titties.
Evil twin.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like that yin and yang. If the yin and yang symbol was
Neither
blonde
of us
and
are all that good. We're both evil, you know? Yeah. I don't know why blonde hair is always associated with being innocent.
That's
It's
far,
like no
far
one,
from the truth.
like, right?
So true.
Anyone I know with blonde hair is like not innocent at all.
Yeah. Right.
Like not even close.
Yeah.
But it's always known as like innocent if you're
Well, we're here
blonde.
to demystify
Especially in
that.
porn.
Yeah.
In porn, it's like
Yeah.
if you're blonde, you could be innocent. And it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know? Blonde
A lot of
girls are
things
like...
important. Don't they?
Yeah, I know, right?
Blondes are bad too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, she's my blonde counterpart. We've got the same size titties.
Yes.
You know,
Got a lot of tattoos.
we both got a lot of tattoos, and
Both have
and, yeah.
nose rings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, mine's here. Yeah, exactly. How tall are you?
loving it. I'm
You're not-
loving it.
I'm like 5. I'm really like 5'3".
Yeah,
But
I'm-
I say 5'4".
and I'm 4'11 3/4. You know, we're like
yeah.
we're both pretty short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on
Short.
the petite side.
Short stacked. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little about Cali Roses. You know, I actually, I it's like we kind of like in our careers, it's like we like cross paths. Like sometimes it's like I would hear, it was almost like we were just like, choo, choo. It's always like I was coming in to a party when you were leaving a party, and then we kind of kept passing each other in the hallways. We'd be like, oh, hi. But we never like actually really got to know each other,
Yeah.
you know, until lately in this like, you know, in the era of OnlyFans where everybody could just, you know, do whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to wait till like,
Just slide in the DM.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so-
and we've never worked together
Yeah,
either.
you guys never worked
Again,
together.
kind of like I've seen you,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
said hi.
Like we
or
kept
whatever,
passing
Yeah.
each other in
you
the
know,
hallways.
Follow on Instagram, but
but we weren't sitting in the same
We
class.
were never in this. Yeah.
Yes.
right?
We never worked on the same science.
It's like we were in
project
different
together.
grades. We were in different grades, maybe, right? Like that. Like
When
you were
did
like,
you enter the industry? What year?
2016.
So I had been in for a couple years, but I was
Yeah.
still like kind of new as a guy, especially out in the mainstream sort of side of it.
Totally.
But you know how it goes. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some people that I've worked with like 40 times over the years.
Yeah.
And then there's some that it's been like once and that was it. And like,
Yeah.
there's no real rhyme or reason other than the directors and the casting people. You know?
Literally.
so where did you get in Florida? Am I right or am I wrong about that?
No, yeah. LA.
Oh, you were in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
did
like
Twisties first.
Okay.
Twisties treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how you got in?
Yeah.
That was your first shoot? That's like a very
That's pretty big.
That's a big time shoot for a first shoot.
Yeah.
So funny. I've probably asked or hinted at Twisties like 20 times to be a Twisties treat. It's like I had all these goals in porn. I'm like, I managed to be a playmate and not a Twisties treat. I don't know, you know. Like,
I feel that.
It's that Twisties would always have me play. The only time I ever worked for Twisties is when they needed a person to play the lesbian in a scene with a non-lesbian who becomes a lesbian. You know, they're churned out.
Yes.
Scene. I did that. I played that. I was like their go-to girl.
Like, she is perfect for this.
Exactly. Like here, you're at a party. There's a straight girl. She's fighting with her boyfriend. You fuck her in the bathroom. You know, like, and she's like, oh my. Anyway, that's me. So this is not about me. I'm just saying that's what I've. That's when Twisties calls me. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
So when you entered, did you have like a lot of tattoos, or you had some tattoos?
So when I did my first scene in 2016, I didn't have leg tattoos yet. I didn't have my name on my legs. I just had roses down my back on one side.
Did they cover them for your Twisties treat?
No,
Okay. They were like, oh, she's just so pretty. We don't even care. She's just so cute.
Oh, do they cover tattoos up a lot?
They don't really hire.
Twisties
They
line?
were never just real. They were always like a very
They
clean
had a
cut.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
I never
Yeah,
worked for them.
I think it's only girl.
Well, there you go.
So right.
There you go.
I don't think they hire men.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I said, it was my role for Twisties was mostly the aggressor. But yes, they were known to hire just this. So they were like, oh.
So you started out doing girl then? Is that?
No, I actually was a solo.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So how did that happen? How did you wind up on a Twisties treat set as your first scene masturbating?
I was doing webcamming from 18, and then 2016 they were like, we want you to do this solo, be Twisties treat. It was like 3 or 4 solos, I forget.
Wow.
And they actually paid me a lot.
Oh, I was going to say that is a very big deal.
Package
For
deal.
like a porn company
Yeah.
to hire someone
Yeah.
to not have sex with anyone else. Like you must have been like an outstanding cam model. You must have done something. You
Yeah.
know. What a site where you you don't have to say.
I
do
went
you hate them? Do we hate them? Do we like them?
No, I started on Chatterbait, and I
Okay.
started doing girl on Chatterbait with like my best friend.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's so hot.
And
That
then
is
we
hot.
were like,
Where were
just
you
make-
as my best friend? Growing up? One of my friends wanted to have sex with me. Growing up, that's hot. Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you grow up in?
Corona, California.
Okay,
Yeah.
Corona.
Corona, the Limba.
I used to play shows at the Showcase Theater, that punk rock venue.
Yeah,
way out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
That's
so I'd
dope.
go out there for music occasionally.
That's cool.
Inland, Inland Empire, baby.
Okay, so you were in Corona, and so you knew, like, growing up in California, like you knew porn was like not that far away.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
Is that what it's like? Because it's like I grew up, out here. Porn was like. It's like I didn't have any friends that got into porn. I didn't know anything at all about the porn industry. When you grow up in California, does everyone kind of know like the are you always like a few degrees of separation away from porn? You know what I mean? Like 1 out of every 4 people in your class in California are gonna wind up in porn. Like it's
so
always an
true.
option. You
Yes,
know?
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like people too in like high school weren't shocked because I was always very promiscuous, like growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just get paid.
So you started camming. You were boning your best friend on webcam.
Yeah.
In high school.
And then from there, so I did the solo on Twisties.
So they contacted you from seeing you on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was
You were
I've
like
done
recruited.
yeah, I did Live Jasmine too for a little bit. I did MFC for a little bit. But webcamming was my jam, and Chatterbait's where I started off, and then basically after the solo, I think that was when I started dating a guy in the industry, and then I did my first anal for free.
Hey-o. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That story took a weird turn.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck that guy. Wait. So it was your boyfriend. You started dating a guy. He was in the industry. Do we want to say his name? Do we not? We don't have to say his name. It doesn't matter. Okay.
He's like not really relevant anymore.
He doesn't need airtime.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't-
Yeah.
Well, if this was the moment where we were going to
Unless you want to spill that tea.
Yeah, exactly. like when Demi Suture came on here and she's like, I want to take this moment to shout out my plastic surgeon. who I hate.
She did.
And I was like, are we doing it or are we not?
Shots
Like
were
if you want to
fired.
do it, well, okay. So you started dating this guy.
Yeah.
And how did that lead to free anal? How did a love story turn into free anal?
So like I was really into drugs, and me and this person would do a lot of drugs together.
Okay. Did you have anal sex while on drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it. It was so much
You loved
easier.
it.
Yeah. I like put it in my ear.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Put it in our armpit.
Okay. But you
whatever.
liked it. At least you liked it.
I did.
You did like it, even
I
though you
did.
were on drugs.
Yeah.
Okay. You were like,
It made me
"Yay,
enjoy it a
in
lot
my ass."
more.
Oh. So wait, did you try it not on drugs and you didn't like it, and then on drugs you
Yeah,
did?
well, I only did it like intoxicated, like drunk, and then
It's like amazing that I'd be scared if I had anal sex wasted. I'd defecate all over the place. I mean, Right?
Yeah,
like,
no.
you know? Okay, never.
gave no
Why am I
fucks. Yeah,
talking?
No fucks.
You're just like, put it in me.
So you're having
And you have a
some
magical
insane-
body,
yeah.
so everything worked out. Or, you know.
So you're having
made
great
of,
sex.
You're made of
you're-
roses. And,
You're high as fuck.
okay, so you're having
Yeah.
anal sex intoxicated.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
the Jay Zito was the person who like recruited me for the Twisties treat thing. So he was
Okay.
the one that told me he's like, it got on Pornhub because he had his own website as well. So
Okay.
like it got on Pornhub. It was like getting millions of views.
Yeah.
and like I never got paid from it. So then
Wait, the twisties? Not the twisties.
No, the
scene, right?
anal.
The anal. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. But when did the anal scene happen? So the guy who
yeah.
recruited you for the...
no, so like. So Jay Z, I went to
Okay.
him because I was like, oh my gosh, this anal scene is like everywhere for free. What
When
should I
did you
do?
shoot the anal? Because like you did a solo scene for Twisties.
Like, probably,
then
like,
there was a
not long
boyfriend.
after.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you did the scene
Like
for
maybe
him.
a year after, if that.
Okay.
Though.
So you started dating a guy in the industry, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Come, I just fucked you in the ass on drugs off camera. Just come to set and do it with me on."
Well, we
was
were
it like
doing
that?
content trade, but this was in 2017.
Right, and you
where
didn't
it
have a
wasn't really
website.
Yes.
I remember that this was like a
Yes.
thing because I heard there were guys that would be like, "It's content trade, it's content trade,"
Yeah.
and I did have my own website,
yeah.
but I didn't do trades. Everything was exclusive. But girls would tell me, "Oh, I did this scene. It was a trade." I'm like, "But you don't have a website.
Yeah.
So what exactly are you trading?" You know, I was like, "This is
Exactly.
a scam."
Yeah.
Anyway, that doesn't make any
100%.
sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You're trading. They
you
have a
give me the
place to put it.
content, like, half the
Okay,
time.
then that's
So,
really
yeah.
not a trade. That's a free scene. But anyway, so you
So then Jay Zito was like, you should just go into porn because like you probably can't get it down.
And,
you like
your
can't-
name's getting out there.
Yes,
you're-
and I was going back on
yeah, your
camera.
shit's
People were
blowing
like,
up.
put it
so
in your
yeah.
ass. Bring a friend.
If there was ever a time to get in, it would be now because everyone seems to be clapping for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
were you
Yeah,
fucked up during the scene?
I was.
Oh, were you like? Would you look
I was
at
having
it?
a great time.
Okay. When you looked at it, did you?
I was
were
very,
you
like,
proud of it, or were you
functioning, like-
were you embarrassed of it? Like,
No,
did
it was fun.
okay? It was just you
Yeah.
wish somebody would have paid you for it.
Yes.
Okay.
I did get paid later on though. When
you did?
Pornhub was paying people
Oh,
for the like So it had been up, so I finally got paid like 4 years
Oh,
later.
because it was a content trade just for. It wasn't like a scene for a studio.
No.
Okay, so he shot this scene. Sorry, I was
Yes, he
trying to
shot
get,
it.
like, how did this?
Yeah.
I'm like, did he take you onto a set? No. Okay.
No, yeah.
He shot the scene.
He shot his scenes.
and
yeah.
it was a content trade between you two.
Yeah.
And you never got the content.
But the world did.
Right, but
Yes.
the world
The
did.
world did.
And he put it on his Pornhub page. So that's technically revenge porn, but Pornhub didn't know it was until
Yeah.
they did, and then they paid you because Pornhub is a great company.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And then
crazy.
I did a Winx VR scene. That was like technically my first scene ever.
So it was
Boy, girl.
a rocky start.
Yes.
A rocky start. Do you think you would have wound up in the industry if it wasn't for that unfortunate mishap? Were you kind of like, it's already out there, I may as well keep going? Like, what was your...
Yeah, I think that was more my thought process was like, oh, it's already out there. I might as well just like, capitalize and
Yeah,
make
just
as much
own it at
money
that
as
point,
possible doing it,
Right.
So, yeah.
And then, so after that, did you get an agent or something? Did
Yeah.
you... Okay.
Well, actually, I had Trinity
okay.
that was
right, yeah.
like giving me bookings for a while there.
She's another performer that has an agency as
Trinity
well.
Sinclair,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then, and then from then I had an agent. I was with Hussy Models for a little bit. And then
Okay.
Do you have
And
an
then
agent?
bounced around a
Are
little
you
bit.
a free agent now? Or?
No, now
Do you
I'm
even
with OC.
shoot?
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still active, just like you. Like we were talking about, I just like
Slowing the schedule down a little bit. I feel
like I'll
you.
go to LA, maybe do 2 or 3 like professional bookings.
okay.
And then try to focus more so on my
Well, maybe I
On your
still might get
content,
to work
yeah.
with you at some point.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
awesome.
Well, we can do a legit
yeah.
content trade.
Yes,
a non-sketchy one.
A content
Yes,
trade
I'm
where
so
we
down.
all get the content.
that's perfect. I'm in on that.
Well, that's a bummer that you
Yeah.
had a unfortunate start.
Yeah.
But after that, after you were doing porn with a negotiated rate, so how was that experience? And were you doing anal? Were you kind of like not doing anal because that scene was out there?
Yeah, I wasn't
Okay.
doing it like a bunch. I ended up I did Winx VR, and I literally was like, if this is what it's like, I don't think I could do porn. Because there's
because
no
VR
AC,
scene.
and his VR scene, the guy has a
Yeah.
thing. You can't kiss him.
Yeah.
Guy can't do a whole lot. You're doing all the work. I'm dripping in sweat. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah.
I hate doing VR. I've only done a couple VR scenes, and I'll never do another
It's-
one.
And
I mean,
it's
it's-
like a lot. They want a lot
it's-
of.
So that was your
footage,
first
too.
scene
Yeah.
that wasn't like with your boyfriend that was your first like on-set
Well, at least you're
scene.
knocking out all the shitty parts
Yeah.
early, and you're like, well, it's gonna just be great from here.
I mean, I can't
Exactly.
imagine what it would have been like if VR was my first scene. You know,
my
like by the
gosh.
time VR came out, you know, because I got into porn in like the 1600s, like VR was like not even like
Yeah.
an idea in anybody's heads.
Yeah.
You know, and like by the time I did VR, I had done a whole bunch of porn already. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's like
Yeah, you're
POV
like,
porn. You know.
yes,
But
yes.
So it's like, right,
Yes.
yeah. And I was like, okay, it's like a workout, you know?
It is.
It's like you go in with a different mindset, you know, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed it just as because I was like intrigued by the technology or something. But I can't imagine that being my first scene because that's so not like,
hard.
you know, that's a difficult thing to do. That's a
Yeah.
difficult thing to do even as, you know, like a seasoned performer.
Yeah, definitely.
But then after that,
Yeah.
did you get to have fun at some point?
did.
Okay, good.
I was like contracted for Mind Geek for a little bit.
Nice.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, they were.
You
great.
were like,
they were great to me.
okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great to hear.
That's how I think I came across you.
Yeah.
You know, it was on like the Brazzers stuff. And,
Yes. Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
I also was contracted to them for a while, and
Yeah.
they're the best. They're the best. Yeah.
Contract me again.
I know. I'm like the understudy. They call me
Oh
when
my gosh,
they call me when a
no.
contract girl is unavailable. I love you guys, Brazzers.
Yeah,
I'll
we
always
love
show.
you,
I'll be your
Brazzers.
understudy forever.
Same.
Hell, me
love the
too.
company. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not an under. You're a contract guy. Whatever. But okay, so you were contracted to Mind Geek for a while, so you
Yeah.
got to do a lot of like big scenes.
Yeah, and I was even contracted to Winx for a little bit.
Okay.
Wow. So you had to do a lot of VR. You were like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
VR'd out.
Yeah.
My agent's like, do you want to do VR? Not really.
Well, that's amazing. Well, you definitely in that time gathered like lots and lots of fans.
Yeah. Definitely.
You definitely did.
Yeah.
So it seems
Very
like
grateful.
every scene that you did really hit.
Thank you.
Are you guys having a moment?
I love Darcy.
What?
I love Darcy.
Oh, yeah, we did
That
a
was so
scene
fun.
together. It's on our OnlyFans.
Yes.
And it's like, it's so
It
beautiful.
was so hot.
Yeah.
You haven't showed him?
What? I haven't, you know.
No,
Do you
haven't.
ever show him your
I never,
stuff?
you know.
You're like, I'm proud of this, babe. Watch
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes when she's editing like the trailers,
Oh, okay.
she'll be like, "Yo," check
Or he'll
this
just
shit
see
out.
it on, like,
or, You know,
Twitter.
or we're
Yeah.
just in bed in the morning on our phones, and I just hear, you know, like, what do you got over there? You know,
Yeah, we had in our scene, I like had because we had a camera guy that was shooting it. So I had it like he
nice.
was there to deliver a pizza. And
Yes.
like
okay.
he,
I'll have to check this.
yeah,
check
and
this
like
shit
and like
out.
we were like you could stay and watch, you know.
was
So it was
super hot.
so it's like
She like
yeah.
read my face, and it was like a lot of fun.
Oh, it was
Love
really,
it.
it was
And,
really
I mean, you
fun.
two
Yeah.
you two look really hot together. Yeah,
Yeah. I, you know, people really liked it.
Yeah.
People really liked it. So we can do it again.
It's definitely a hit. We should
We're
do it
definitely
again.
gonna do it again.
Recreate
I've played a
it.
pizza
You
guy
can
once or
join.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my day.
Yes.
So you, I know you did enter the industry as, you know, even though you had a handful of tattoos, you were like a more natural looking, you know, girl. And then like at a certain point, I know you got implants, your butt got bigger, you know.
Yeah.
And
All the
then
things.
how did your fans
What a wild ride.
like react to that?
Well, I think at first I had a lot of fans that I still have fans that are super mean about it.
Yeah,
But I think they're just
because I remember seeing you
obsessed.
fight with people like
Right?
on Twitter, and I was
But
like,
they're
"What the
obsessed with
fuck
this,
are these
like,
people doing?"
Little girl look.
I know, and it's
you know?
gross, right?
Yeah.
it's
so
gross.
it's like once I started like getting curvier, like I got a BBL.
like, how
like,
dare you grow up?
I know, and they're like, you're so fat. I'm like, okay, I
That
paid
is so
for my
mean.
tits to be
That is
fat, and
so
I paid for my ass to
mean.
be
Like-
fat. So like,
And it's like, you know, there's a lot of other young, skinny blonde girls.
Go
You
ahead.
could just go jerk off to them. Like,
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I don't get is why be mean about
right?
it? Like it's
it's one thing to like something,
like it's
and that's
fucking
fine.
up your day or something.
Yeah.
well, I have
Editors out
because I've seen
find
this.
what you like.
I've seen this as a director, you know, and
Yeah.
I really, since I got my boobs done when I was like 39 or whatever, like it's like I didn't have that many, I had a handful of fans come once in a while. I'll get a complaint like, you were hotter before you got your boobs done. I'm like, was I hotter or was I just younger? Like you're just jerking off to 24-year-old me who's not coming back, boobs or no boobs. You know what I mean? And it's,
But as someone who has been with you on both ends of the boob spectrum, you had some pretty nice natural boobs.
I had nice natural boobs, but they weren't going to stay nice and natural forever.
Fair. No,
you know what I mean?
I like
they
the,
just
the
weren't.
path that you've taken. I think it's awesome.
And I've seen
big
it.
boob era. It's fun.
We love us some big boobs.
But as a director, and as somebody who owned a company too, I would actually see, a lot of complaints. Like people would literally send in complaints to customer service, like the way you would if you were unhappy with a couch or something. Like, and also
This
a lot
shit
of
is
times,
infected.
Off.
yeah, when we had like comments on the website, I would have to approve or disapprove them because at a certain point, like at first I was like, well, let's put comments on the website. It'll be great. Everyone will be friends. And then when people started being mean, I was like, I need to. This is horrible because I'm hiring girls to do porn, and people are like. Nobody should be able to say anything. I don't want to hear anybody else's opinions. Yeah. But anyway, so I would approve or disapprove comments. Anyway, I would filter through a lot of people who, when I would shoot a girl who wound up, I would shoot her pre-surgery and then after surgery. The fans and the way they would talk about it would actually like gross me out. And they disguise it in a way like, you're just so beautiful naturally the way you are. Why would you do this to yourself? And it's like, that is you're disguising saying something gross as something kind. You want these girls to like be on your shelf and just never change and never grow up.
Literally. Yeah.
Well, and no human
That's unattainable.
exists like that. And what is kind of strange to me is,
and it doesn't mean that everybody who grows up needs to get
I feel
boobs,
like mainstream Hollywood doesn't have that problem. There are people who have been fans of young actors or actresses, and now they're old actors and actresses, and no one's tripping. Everyone's still cheering, still going to the movies. Like
that's so true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And,
yes.
But with porn, because it's a snapshot, a visual when someone's jerking off, I guess the fantasy is that they don't want any change. What they're looking at right now is perfect. Yeah. Like in a fantasy world. But the fucking problem is come into reality, motherfuckers.
It's
And what I also think it's fucked up is
Is thinking of boobs? I think my nipple was sticking out.
I was just the like entitlement over your body. Like who the fuck are you to say I can't like grow and change?
I feel like too, like we show another side of ourselves that like, a more vulnerable side. So they think they're more entitled to like say their opinions because of that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've actually found that because I think even when I was young in porn, I never, and I think because of all the tattoos and whatever, and because I was like a director, I never really had that like young girl appeal, Yeah. So I didn't really have a lot of those fans. Yeah. And I would remember when I would do like a signing or an appearance with a girl that did have all those types of fans, I'd be like, okay, this is like a very different kind.
Yes.
Because I would travel alone a lot, and the other, I remember traveling with a particular other girl and she was like, I need security. And I was like, why do you need security? Like, we're going to be fine. There's, I don't know. And then I was like, all right, I think you do need I see what's going on here. I'm like, my fans are like a little afraid of me. Yeah. Your fans. Yeah.
Your fans are trying to grab you and pull you into the van.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But and when girls would ask me like advice, like, oh, I want to get implants, but I'm worried it's gonna like affect my work. I'm like, do you need to do any more like?
Hey, how much like schoolgirl shit can we do?
Schoolgirl, like, do you want to hold on to those? Whatever. Anyway, I could go down a rabbit hole, but you did
what barely legal like.
Right.
That whole
genre.
You can't exist there forever anyway. No. So I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Well, we're very happy with your awesome progression physically and as a person.
Yes. And so how about now? I mean, now that we exist in a world where we are, 24/7, like engaging with our fans, like what is your like relationship with your fans now?
Yeah, I think I have a great relationship with my fans. The people who are on OnlyFans and subscribe aren't the trolls.
No, they're not.
No, they're the real.
The trolls are the ones that never
are on
pay for
Instagram,
anything. Yes, the trolls. I know.
Yeah.
Trolls don't pay.
Commenting on free porn videos.
Exactly.
Or,
Yeah. Commenting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Being like,
literally.
I'm entitled to my.
Do you get like really interesting custom like requests from fans?
do.
What's like a good
What's a good one?
So I had somebody who wanted me to just like burp the whole time.
No. So how did you do it? Did you?
Well, I
Wait,
can
what's
only
the
do
whole
it if
time?
I
Like-
have like a carbonated drink. So I
Yeah.
had to like, and I don't really drink like, I try not to drink soda.
Okay, but
so
somebody's
like,
paying you to burp. You gotta drink soda.
yeah, so I got a prebiotic soda.
Okay. Did that
I was like chugging those, and I was just like burping, and
How
I
long?
think he had me like topless, maybe, but that was like,
topless burping?
yeah.
Topless burping. How long did he pay for? How many minutes?
I think it was like 5 or 10.
To burp?
That's a lot of burping.
That's a lot of. Did you
was a
go
lot.
straight through? Did you take
Yeah.
breaks and
No,
drink
yeah,
more?
I had to do clips by clips because I had to keep
Right.
like drinking a bunch, and then I could like burp a lot. It was kind of a lot harder than
What
like
kind
you
of
think, but-
physical toll does 10 minutes of burping do to a person? Like, were you all lightheaded afterwards, stumbling around your house?
Literally, I was up all night. I didn't realize I had caffeine in it.
I wonder.
Oh my God.
I wonder what somebody saw it. Like, what made somebody be like, I want to see her burp, because I've been asked a lot of strange things. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna even say strange, a lot of unique things.
Yeah.
Is there like a meme
Burping
where
is
you
not
burped
one
on
of them.
Instagram
Yeah, like,
once?
do
Were
you
like,
think you
"Ooh."
accidentally burped in a scene once, and somebody's just
maybe on a
rewinding it and
live.
like what
On a
Maybe
live-
on a live.
on a live show, and someone's like,
Yes.
"Oh my god, do that again!" Yeah,
10 minutes straight.
like where did somebody specifically want to see you burp? I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
What?
And you
yeah.
know what? And I gotta respect the fact that you really went and did it. Like you weren't
Yeah.
like
And you weren't
thinking,
even masturbating or anything? God.
just burping,
Yeah.
just topless burping.
Just stop was
Oh
burping.
my!
Fuck yeah.
Tell him to jerk his cock off to my burps.
Not-
Oh my! Lord, but how would you say that while you're burping?
Well, you-
Well, I would talk to in between,
Yeah.
but like, yeah,
Like
I couldn't
one-
be like nonstop burping, but
It'd be like, and then a sentence.
yeah,
and then another
exactly.
sentence. Yeah. Wow.
This is so amazing.
Yeah.
This is the greatest custom order I've ever heard. And I'm a little jealous. No one's asked either of us to burp.
No one has ever asked me to burp, and yeah.
Get on it, fans.
I need
Get
to
on
start
it.
drinking sodas before my live shows.
Yeah.
Just see if one like slips out.
Right.
you
She's
know?
already hydrating to probably pee all over the bed or
It's not peeing, it's
squirt.
squirt.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's
Please
already
don't say that.
hydrating to squirt all over the bed. Why not get some burps out of her? you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sweeten the deal.
Yes. Sweeten the deal.
I've had somebody ask to for me to fart in a custom, but
I
like,
have- okay.
that's hard.
I
feel
have
like, how
had-
do you like?
I've had people ask for farting, and I haven't done it.
You won't do it.
No.
That's where Joanna Angel
That's where I
draws
draw
the line.
too.
It's actually
I'm like, I'll burp for you, but like,
And I always think about it. I'm like, should I just do it? And you know what? I
you gotta eat a lot of beans, and then
I
maybe.
know. And then I think, okay, I could maybe just make the faces and put like a post-production sound, but I can't do that to someone. But then of
You
course
know, like-
they thought of it. They want to actually see your butthole like blah, blah, blah.
Pucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, times will be tough if Joanna like one day walks me into the like living room, sits me down on the couch, and she's like, "We got to start saying yes to the fart video."
Yeah.
Like,
Look, I've seen
we got it.
money is tight.
Yeah.
I have seen, friends of mine.
It's good to have a place to go.
I remember seeing like another performer, and she did a bunch of them. Like a performer, I don't even want to
a
say wouldn't
multi-million-dollar
expect.
industry,
And I was
the
like,
farting.
I was like, okay, she did it.
I made that
and she looks real hot doing it. Like, can I do it? I think it has something to do with like I said this on a more, kind of on another podcast. Like doing so much anal in my career, it's like I had to be so like just self-conscious or careful with like my butthole.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. There's just something about it, like farting.
It's okay to have boundaries, Joanna.
Yeah, I guess it's just a boundary.
agree.
You know,
We support
like there's not much in my life that's private, and I'd like
Yes.
True.
I'd like farting to be one of those things.
Yeah,
like
'cause
the only
you fart
thing.
around me.
But you know what?
Fair
It
amount.
took several years.
It's true.
You know, there's some girls. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fart. If I can't fart in front of him, we can't date." Like it took years.
We both used to
It took
be
years.
like paranoid about that stuff. I remember like when I first moved into the apartment in LA, if I had to poop, I would always go in the guest bathroom that she like never used.
Would go
like,
in.
the other
Yeah,
one.
totally.
And now we just rip farts all the time on the couch.
It's not all the time.
All right, I'm
Like at
exaggerating a
least
little bit.
nightly, once a night.
Okay, there was
Well, between us and the dogs.
there was a while, okay, before I was like comfortable just farting around you. I would blame it on the dog. I would be like, "Oh
that
my
worked.
God, Ramona must have eaten something."
Like
It
I
smells
bought that lie 2 times.
Yeah.
And then I just played along. I'm like, okay, yeah, and that dog.
You believed
super
it.
stinky.
You believed it.
I let you
felt
think I
bad.
believed it a lot longer than I actually believed.
I would have to like tell Ramona later. I was sorry.
Oh,
Like you were throwing our dog under the bus.
thanks for taking the.
Thanks for taking the fall.
You give her a cookie.
Like, what about you? Would you fart on the first date?
no.
No.
No,
Years.
Girls don't do that.
Yeah, girls don't do that ever.
And they don't make videos about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do.
What's like the strangest like custom request where you had to play a character? Like, because Joanna has some very weird like, I want you to be this. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been superheroes and spies.
Spy-
And,
the
remember,
spy-
I had to be
the
a
spy
sniper.
was my favorite one.
I had to be a sniper.
You did?
Yeah, I remember once I had to be this guy wanted me to be a sniper, and I actually got like a fake prop gun, and I went on our rooftop, and I was walking around, and it just so happened
That's so fun.
that morning there was a big shooting. You know,
Dude, I was like,
not in New
Joanna,
York,
the
but yeah.
fucking neighbors are
yeah.
going to see you on the roof. She had like a trench coat on.
Yeah, and I was like,
And I was like, yo, this has to stop. Like, what the F?
They take you in for questioning. They're like, we saw you at this time.
yes, there was a there was a shooting, and the guy was still like on the
Yeah.
loose, you know. And I
my
was
God.
like,
She's like, hold on, I got to film this custom real quick. And she climbs on the roof with a
I
trench coat and a
love
prop
that.
gun in the burbs in LA. And I was like, Joanna, I really don't care what the neighbors think of us, but this is too much.
Yeah.
like I'm the active shooter, you know. But I was like, I'm just trying to get someone off right now.
They're like, she's a director, so she's going to cut.
She's committed to the role.
Yes.
So has anyone ever
really
asked you to
challenged
play
me.
like a very weird character, or they just want you to be Cali Roses?
Yeah,
Okay.
or just like college student,
Okay.
or like just
Daddy,
the average.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's fun like that.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Hey,
Putting it
to
out
all
there.
the Cali Roses fans out
Yeah.
there, get a little weirder with it,
got
you know?
costumes.
Yeah.
But no farting.
Yeah, none of that.
Halloween is coming up.
Yeah.
She's willing to, you know,
Ooh.
she's willing to like go above and beyond.
Don't you want to see Goth Cali for
Yeah.
Halloween? Come on, fans, get those orders in.
Yes.
Should we look at?
Oh yes.
Should
Okay.
we
I
look at
wanted
a
to
dick?
show you something before we move on, because we're talking about fans and customs and so there's been there's been fun I've been telling some of my fans lately to like get naughty at work, and like I never know if what's true and what's not. Look, we're all sexting, you know, we're sexting.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's
think I know
true,
what this is.
what's not true. So sometimes it's like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this at work. I'm like, and you never know if it's happening or not,
Or
you know,
if it's
because
just
we're
like a
most of the time we're
fantasy
just
thing.
kind of sexting, you know, with just words. And so I don't know if they're actually at work doing the things they say they're going to do or not. But the other day, someone actually sent me a picture. I told him he had to deep throat a dildo, at work, and he sent me, and he was like, I did it. And I was like, I don't believe you.
Do you want the video?
And then, yeah. And then he was like, no, I was like, send me a video. And he really did,
I saw
you know?
this.
Just look, wait, make it larger. I just want to show, you know, I want to give him a high five because I was like really impressed. Let's look at
Oh my gosh, he's like in a cubicle too. Like,
No, he's in a cubicle.
like barely any. It's not like he's in his own like little office.
So this is a cubicle office worker about to deep throat.
Look at this.
Oh, he is deep throating that.
Oh my God. I'm impressed every time
It's a
I
big
see
dildo.
it.
That is.
I'm
That is
so
not a small
impressed.
dildo.
Look at that.
He took
One,
the whole
two.
thing.
He did. He was hungry
What a
that
champion.
What a champion.
Day.
Like,
Killing it.
I know,
Didn't
right?
gag, nothing.
No, I know. Seriously.
So there's a few questions though. First of all, so he just has this dildo at his desk because.
Well, I told him he had to bring his
Oh,
dildo.
okay.
Oh,
So okay.
yeah.
Which no shame on either
No, yeah,
end.
maybe he's going
I'm just
in the
trying
bathroom
to
though,
But
and,
still,
like, getting it on.
trying to get a sense of the man behind.
I didn't know.
the
I'm like,
dildo.
yeah, bring your dildo to work and do this. Like, I didn't think, you know, I
would
still
actually
think
do
we're
it.
just kind of, I figured he
Right.
was sexting at work,
Yeah.
daydreaming about this. I didn't,
Yeah.
and I was really impressed.
What a good,
I'm
what a good
impressed.
boy.
What a good boy.
What a good boy.
I had to share that,
Now,
you know.
how-
So high power to
Yeah.
you. Power, I don't know if I could say his name on the air or not, but like,
Is
you know
the
who you
dildo
are.
still at
So I just
work?
want to,
Did
You
you
know?
instruct him to bring it home?
well, it has to be with him like at all times.
Oh, okay. So it's like
He also
phone
has
and
to
your
wear a
keys
butt
and
plug while
the
he's
And make sure
dildo.
you
Yeah.
bring your blue dildo.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, your big blue.
What a cool motherfucker.
Make sure you have big blue with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So
I
I
like
just
that.
I had to share
Yeah.
that. You know, it was like a
love
really
that.
special moment. Like
Yeah,
more power
shout
to
out to
you. To you.
dude.
Yeah. He knows who he is.
He knows who he is.
He's out there.
What a good boy. Okay.
Do you do dick ratings?
I do.
Okay, so
love them.
yeah, they're so
They're
much
fun.
fun, right?
They're so
I
fun.
enjoy doing dick
Yeah.
ratings. So
Send us your dick pics.
I have started doing dick ratings on the air. So
But
yeah.
also, to be fair, most of them are kind of like
I save the SPH ones.
small
for the
penis
radio show.
simulation.
yeah.
So it's okay to be mean, is what I'm
Okay,
saying.
perfect.
Yeah,
They want
yeah.
you to be mean, Kelly.
And in
Okay, good.
addition to that, I've now been having some of my comedian friends, people I look up to, or people that just like insulting penises. I don't know,
Yeah.
people. I've been having other people weigh in on it too.
But
So
I noticed we've been getting a lot of comments on Instagram, which you should be following at Justthetipsxo, Instagram and Twitter. If you're not, come on. We posted a couple of these dick reviews, and there were more than a few people saying, that's so fucked up what you guys are doing. It's so mean to talk shit. And so I just, again, I want to clarify that these
want
these
this.
dicks that you are about to witness with us, they want us to
they
talk
want
shit.
us. The only time there's an exception, I started also including unsolicited dick pics.
But that's a free for all.
That's a free for all. If you're sending, and I'm like
Totally.
tarring and feathering you in the town square. You know,
So
if you're gonna send an unsolicited dick pic, like I
what
don't
you
give a
get.
shit. So it's people who enjoy getting made fun of and actually get off on it
there's a
and
lot
pay
of them.
extra money for it.
Yeah.
Or it's unsolicited.
What's the
dick
one we have
pics.
today?
The one we have today is an unsolicited dick pic.
Okay, so
Yep.
this is just brutal honesty.
It really kind of looks like a hot dog of some sort.
All of it.
And it looks like it actually looks like an art installation.
No, the photo
Like
is
not
the photo is very well composed and lit.
Yeah.
you
Oh my
know?
gosh, yeah, the quality.
Like
Okay, but it's like
he took his professional camera out.
it doesn't looks like he hired a cameraman.
or perhaps he is a camera person.
Did he black out hit the background?
I don't know.
So
Did he
That
black?
could be editing
It's like
skills, good ones.
You're right.
Yeah.
Did he want to hide his filthy bedroom?
He said
and
just
his black-
part of my leg. It almost
It's like
looks
it
that
looks
what
like
it-
he's
it's
in
a
a-
leg?
Do you see that right there?
Oh, I guess that's a thigh like.
Yeah, thigh leg.
It's like
Yeah,
he's
but
in
he,
a
like,
completely
blurred out
black
half.
box, right? It's like he's in a black hole.
Yeah.
And it's just
You
a glistening
know,
light
I think
shining on his tiny penis.
I think it's because
Where are his balls?
Oh, those are hidden.
They're hidden in the black
in
box.
the black
Between his
darkness.
butt.
It kind of looks like it's coming out of his belly.
Well, you
button.
know, I think he edited it the way he did because, again, I did go to junior college for graphic design, and the highest point, the highest point of contrast in an image in dark and light is usually where your eye goes, and the highest point here is the tip of his penis, bright white, and the blackness, around there. So I think he did all that so you would just fucking stare right at the tip of his dick, and I think he was hoping to make it look a little bigger because, to be totally honest, it's not very big.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, it's probably the size of like.
Points on a well composited image.
It does look like something you'd see at like an art installation. I think there's like a little puddle of
jizz,
very thick milky jizz that looks like he needs to hydrate
sparse.
more. It doesn't look like healthy jizz.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a little chunky. It's a little chunky.
Do we like the dick itself, though? Is it offend you? I mean, because I think it's like a fine looking.
It really does
dick.
look like it's coming out of his belly button.
Yeah,
it's like very like.
That's unfortunate.
I think I'd give it like a 3.
3?
Give it a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I think
Like
that
the
is
actual dick.
the actual dick.
Not the quality of
Does
the
he get
photo
like
and stuff.
If we add points for like the photo, does he get a 4?
Yeah.
3 for the dick, 1 extra boost for just a nice photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
it looks like because it's like around so much hair,
Right.
And flesh.
It's like a.
You know what it looks like?
Like, what does it look
a
like?
fire hydrant, kind of like that a dog pees on.
Yes,
And it's
does.
and it's leaking a little.
It's like a little red thing. Yeah,
And
it's
it-
like
and it's
you're-
like-
it does like it's like
it's
a
like-
fire hydrant in the dirt,
like in a little sand dune. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like a little hairy.
like a fire
a
hydrant
hairy
a
sand
safari.
dune with a fire hydrant
in a
coming out of it.
sandbox.
Yes.
Brian,
But
how
the
do you feel
Sahara
about this
Desert.
dick?
Oh, I'm not a big fan.
All right.
I mean, it's really.
It's very
You know,
little.
I gotta give him a point.
Now I like it even more. That I
Do you that you
Well,
see
now-
it as a fire
now I'm-
hydrant?
I don't know. Yeah.
But like a fire hydrant sounds like it's huge. Like it's a very small baby.
Well, the way this
a little
photo
fire
is
hydrant,
composed,
like almost like a toy fire hydrant that you'd see in Legoland or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's halfway
Yeah.
inside of his body, so
Right? Like it's really weird
true.
the way it's coming out of his body.
Yeah.
It's concerning. I'm confused, anyway. But let's see what did
we have a funny friend who
we have a funny friend.
About the
Corinne?
same photo.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She also has another podcast that I was just on. It's called Guys We Fucked, and it's actually really good.
Nice.
It started off where they interviewed a guy that she had sex with and ghosted her, and they actually got him into the studio to explain why. I don't know. Anyway, it's called
awesome.
Guys We Fucked. Yeah, and they interview guys they fucked, and
Okay.
and I had a long, and people who fuck people. But anyway, let's see what she
Now
had to say
she's
about
gonna
this
rate
penis.
this dick.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Corinne Fisher. I am semi on vacation, but I did take time out of my busy laying by the pool schedule to rate this dick for you guys. My thoughts on this dick, it's okay. First of all, I felt like a zodiac sign calling for this dick. And at first I'm a Libra. So I was like, there's a lot of symmetry to this dick. So I was like, maybe this dick is a Libra too. And then upon further inspection, I was like, it's almost like too standing at attention to be a Libra. There's no, there's no je ne sais quoi to it, which Libras, we have a je ne sais quoi. And then I was like, maybe it's a Virgo. It is Virgo season, very standing at attention, button up kind of a dick. But then I looked down and I saw the absolute filth that this dick was coming from, just a full pile of cum that I had to zoom in because it looked like the cum itself had mites and that the dick was kind of planted in the flesh that it was coming from. So then it kind of came to me all of a sudden, this dick of course is a Gemini, okay? This sometimes this dick is standing erect and has its shit absolutely together, but then sometimes you look around the space or you walk in on the Gemini on a bad day and they're a completely out of control mess. Like you just don't know what you're getting with this dick. I think the dick has some gardening interests because I've never seen a dick that looks like it was actually planted in the soil
Right,
of
we all
one's
commented
flesh
on that.
and
We all
then
commented on
slowly emerged in springtime to then let cum leak down the sides of it. But I think that's kind of the origin story for this dick. And
love it.
Congratulations. You have a dick.
That's my favorite one so far.
Corinne Fisher.
Corinne
That was good.
Fisher.
Yeah,
We
that
love
was
you.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know what's actually been great? The comedians, they send these in to me, and I don't listen to them until they're here. So
Oh,
like
I
I
love
get to
that.
like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
and that was
same.
fucking awesome. I
Yeah.
loved it.
God damn it.
Yeah,
This is
I actually really want to go check out some of
I
her
think
stand-up.
this bit is the greatest idea you've ever had, like
love that.
in
Thank
your
you.
life, Joanna. And you've had a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, and if you got dick ratings on your page and they want like to, some extra humiliation, you can send it in here. Yeah, send it in here. They should, they have to pay you.
Yeah.
But then you just send us the dick and we'll take care of
I
it.
love that.
We'll take care of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Tell my fans.
Do
what
we
do you
have
think?
any
Do you have any
questions, Brian? Any fans want to know some shit?
We got one question a few times, but you've already covered it.
Okay.
Which
People
is...
ask the same question a lot.
Yeah, I feel like people aren't watching the show before they ask these questions.
You're right.
is there
It's
any
like
news?
they just
Is
want
there-
this. What is the same question that people keep asking?
Well, people were just wondering how Aaron got his nickname, but we already
That's
covered that on
dumb.
the show.
Yeah, Google it. Like,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah, they're not listening to the show. I feel like people always ask
Look, if you have a cool question,
a cool
you can
question
send it in to
and
just
about a topic that we've discussed on any of the shows, and we discuss a lot of
Make
topics.
it video questions.
Yes, we love all the above.
You're right, Brian. We need people to try harder with their
Yeah.
questions.
Come on, we have like Cali Roses, and now you're all embarrassing us. Come on, fans, do better.
We're getting many more dicks than...
No, I opened it up
love
one
this
day and I was
segment.
like, send us
This
her
show
dick.
has just turned into a sea of dicks.
I know. It's like I like when I posted on our Twitter, like, hey, if anybody wants a on the show like dick reading, send in your dick. And like
Also
Brian was like, did you just post something because there's like 100 dicks in the inbox right now? It's just like dick, 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 dick.
They're like, please.
Yeah,
That's
we got a lot of
My
dicks.
I like how our show's title is just the tips, and we were like, oh, we'll give like cute advice as a couple. Nope, just nothing but dicks.
They
in the
also know
inbox.
that like we're never nice to the dick, you know.
Yes.
That's okay. I accept the fate.
They want, you
that
know,
this
they
show
want
has
it. They want it.
They want it.
But anyway, let's
Cool.
do a haiku.
Haiku time.
Yeah, haiku time. We do a haiku at the end of every episode.
Oh, cute.
We make a little poem about the episode.
Oh, nice.
A haiku is 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well,
We'd like you to be a part of it.
yeah. Do you want to write a line?
I'll start
I'll
it
try.
off.
You'll start.
I know it's intimidating.
I'll hit the
to
middle,
start
and
off.
you'll end. So just think of a 5-syllable line, and
No, is she
usually-
5 or 7? I think she
if
should
you're
be
s-
7.
Oh, you want her to? You're putting a lot
Yeah.
of pressure on. Can you handle 7 syllables?
No, I think 7 syllables is easier.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think-
then
I
let's
think
just go
and
around.
look, she's the
You're right.
unicorn here.
It's true.
She should be in the middle.
It's true. Let's go around.
Okay.
Joanna started off.
Okay, so Cali Rose's burps.
Good. Cali Rose's burps. So now you have to hit us with a 7-syllable line. Fuck it. Fire hydrant dick for realsies. It's the worst line I've
That's
ever
terrible.
done.
What
All right,
about the,
I can
like,
do better. I can do
Libra?
better.
Anyway,
This dick is a
I have a
Libra.
7
Okay,
syllable
what
one.
is it?
Invite us
What?
to a swingers party. I know.
Invite us to a swing. Okay,
Oh, damn.
Wait, no,
Wait,
there's
maybe
something
I'm
there
one
that you have a
extra
better. Invite us to
the party.
invite us to
the
swing
party.
with you.
Okay. Invite
we-
us.
That's
Okay.
a collab
Okay.
line.
Yes. Yeah,
What was the
collab,
first one
collab.
again?
All right,
Okay,
so-
Cali Rose's burps. Invite
Let's just Cali Rose's burps. Invite us to swing with you, Joanna. I think you should finish it now.
This dick is a dud.
Okay, fine. That's what we're going with.
It's a haiku.
Cali Rose's burps. Come swing with us. Is that come and swing with us? Right? Come and swing with. No. What the
What
fuck
was
was
it?
it?
invite us to swing.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Brian.
Invite us to swing with you.
Yes.
This dick is a dud.
I love it.
And that is our poem. Brian, where would we be without you?
Yeah.
I know. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Where can everybody find you online?
You can find me. All my links are callyslinks.com, Instagram, The Real Cali Roses, Twitter, Cali Roses. And yeah.
And you can find me
CaliSfans.com.
at Joanna Angel on Instagram, on Twitter, Joanna Angel X on TikTok. Everyone go to my Instagram. I'm fundraising right now to run the New York City Marathon. Go contribute some money. All the money goes to charity. Go do that. Or you can just give me money that doesn't go to charity. It just goes directly to me on my OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/Joanna Angel.
And if that doesn't work for you, you can find me, OnlyFans.com/smallhands. And the money you give to me will basically go to...
It will go to our rent, to our very expensive
babies.
rent in New York City, and our dogs, and the lovely life that we live.
Anyway, thank you, Cali.
Thank you.
Yeah, good times.
Good times.
See you on the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you.